Zohran Mamdani won the New York City mayor's race thanks in part to his mastery of social media. Now, the Democratic Socialist posted regularly about lowering costs and resisting the Trump administration, and he collaborated, and this is key, with other people on TikTok and Instagram. Listen.
People seem unhappy with me, and I don't know why. Can we have affordable rent? No. Can we have fast and reliable buses? No. How about universal childcare? No. Can we have cheaper groceries? No.
Actually, yes.
Mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani?
We can have all of those things in New York City.
Definitely catchy, isn't it? Mamdani also encouraged supporters to make their own videos and appeared on internet shows like Subway Takes and Guide Art. Now, Cassie Willson made that clip you just saw with Mamdani, and she joins us now from New York. I'd imagine the victory is pretty sweet at this point in time. I want to ask you about these posts. You know, I found so many of them funny, motivational, clever, but I think the main point is they worked, right? Why do you think that is? What has been transformational about this campaign?
I think the campaign was really all about the policies from the start, the policies that champion the working class, that will benefit the working class. And there's already this kind of organic community of influencers in New York City who want to be politically engaged. And so Zohran's campaign did a really amazing job of engaging with that online community, just like he was engaging in communities in real life all over the city, visiting, churches, mosques, synagogues, community centers. He seemed to be everywhere. And so, engaging online was just another place where he could meet his voters and meet his constituents. And obviously, he's a very charismatic candidate, but really from the beginning, it was all about the policies, and that's what got people really excited about his campaign.
Yeah, and it was people certainly that young contingent was really the most startling about it. They're not normally known for going out and voting. Cassie, you know that, but the campaign was organic and compelling in a way I'm not sure that I've seen before. And you say it does hold a message for other candidates. What's that message?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right that I haven't seen this level of organization, of mobilization of canvassers, organizers, and voters in my generation kind of ever. And so I think really the way that we used social media, the best way we used it was to actually get people off of social media and to canvases and to get knocking on doors and talking to their neighbors and their community about the campaign. So, he had a really smart use of social media, but the best use was actually to get people offline and into the real world and make sure that people showed up to vote, and we did.
It is such a salient point, because in so many of these cases, some people will say, oh, well, it was an excuse for young people to just hide behind their phones or their screens. And that wasn't the case here at all. And considering there's so much at stake for your generation, regardless of what side of the fence you're on here, it is a good thing that this campaign did that. I am wondering, though, if you believe it'll have a lasting impact, especially when it comes to governing now, right? I mean, the hard work starts not just for, he's got to prove things to the party that didn't win, but to those that really believe in him. He has promised so much.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think people have a lot of hope, and he has a lot of support going into his tenure as mayor. And I think that our generation has been really looking for political leaders to tell us about what they're going to do to make our lives better. The cost of living has skyrocketed, and he's the only Democratic leader that I have seen recently who is speaking directly to those issues. So, he has the full support of the New York City community behind him, not just the influencer community, but everybody who voted for him, everybody who knocked on a door, everybody who called a friend and made sure that they were registered to vote. I'm really excited about his tenure, and I think so are a lot of people. And I can't wait to see, this transformation of New York City government.
Cassie Willson, I learned a lot, and I want to thank you for bringing it to us as we continue to watch him, as he takes office in January. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.